Hey there, it's Kimberly Lucht, and I'm a business coach and energy healer for entrepreneurs who want to make more money and magic doing what they love. So if that's you, you're in the right place. And today we're talking all about how to make your life and business feel more delicious. And so there was a time a couple years ago where there was a series of group coaching calls where watermelons just kept appearing for me, for my clients. And I was like, what is this watermelon energy? And I loved it. And I was so just bedazzled by it. I don't even know if that's the right adjective to use for this, but I was delighted. I was so delighted to see watermelons appearing everywhere at the very start of that summer, which for me and my clients was just like another symbol of, wow, like let the bliss and delight in, right? So that's why I'm wearing my watermelon earrings today. It's also why I'm talking about this, because I think a lot of times we can get stuck in the grind and the hustle of daily life that we forget to enjoy our actual life. Let me be very clear. Tomorrow is not promised. There will be a time when you are not physically here on this planet Earth. Hopefully that time is very much in the future for you, long in the future, and that you have a long life. But let's say, for example, that maybe, knock on wood, maybe that's not the case. Are you enjoying your life right now as much as you might want to? In your elder years looking back, will you be proud of yourself for enjoying your life enough, whatever that might mean for you, for enjoying your life to the fullest? And if you don't feel like that's the case, here are some techniques to bring in a little more of that delicious, blissful energy, the watermelon energy, into your life. Technique number one is to stop resisting reality. There's a few reasons why I say this. Maybe right now there's one or two things in your life that if you had the opportunity to change them, you would. And at the same time, maybe around those one or two things, you're like, oh my God, there's a lot going right. There's a lot that's working. So let's look at this from a realistic lens. There is most likely in the course of your lifetime going to be one or two things that you would want to either change or improve, whether it's in your life or your business, your family, or whatever, right? There's always something that you want to shift and change. Most of the time, right? Unless you're like, oh my God, everything is smooth sailing and like full speed ahead, like there's nothing that I would change. And if that's you, I am so excited for you. I'm so happy for you. And at the same time, I know that for most of the people that I work with, most of the people that I know, that's simply not the case. There can be amazing success in business and in your family or in your friendships or in your relationships. And maybe there's one piece of your health that's just not quite there. Or maybe the reverse, your health and your relationships and your business, but maybe one person in your friendship circle or your family, it's just like the relationship is not quite what it used to be. There's always gonna be one or two things that you're just like, ugh, I wish I could change this. But the watermelon, juicy, delicious energy comes in when you take those two things, one or two things, and think, I accept this. I accept everything about this that is out of my control. Because let's say maybe you don't have a friend that you used to have in your life, even though you might have reached out, tried to reconnect, and it's out of your control. You can't control if they respond or message you back. Or maybe there's a health glitch and you're just like, I can't figure this out. Like, for example, one of my friends, he didn't realize that he had like a certain condition that was leading to joint pain. But then when he figured it out, it's like, oh my gosh, okay. But at the time when all of that joint pain was around, he was just like, it's out of my control. I'm not sure what to do. And in those moments where we are confused or maybe don't know where to go, and we're not feeling guided or we're not feeling directed in the way that we feel like could solve these issues or solve these problems, acceptance is key. The acceptance of not knowing where you're supposed to go, or the acceptance of knowing what is out of your control if you can't change certain situations or circumstances, that acceptance is going to bring you deep relief and peace. And that's the first technique because it's so essential for the rest of the techniques to follow through. And so if you have somebody in your life or something in your life that's just, you feel like you're resisting it or you feel like you're fighting against it, maybe lay down your hands, stop fighting against reality, take a deep breath and just let it go, even if it's just for 2 seconds. Maybe it's not forever, maybe just letting it go for now, for a couple of seconds, and letting the fight with reality go. Technique number 2 is to breathe into enjoyment. And so when you notice yourself really enjoying something or finding deep pleasure in something, whether it's seeing your friends or going on a date night with your partner or having a fun call with one of your clients, When you notice that you're enjoying something, like I notice that I'm enjoying this right now, that I'm enjoying this recording of this video, I'm breathing a little deeper. I'm breathing into the enjoyment and extending the lifetime of that moment with my breath. It feels like it deepens and becomes even more profound. It feels like it lengthens time in a way. And so if you notice that you're maybe enjoying this moment with me right now, maybe let's take a few breaths together into that enjoyment, into that bliss, into that watermelon energy, that delight, that joy, breathing as big as you want and exhaling as deeply as you want. And maybe closing the eyes and sinking into that energy of enjoyment and just noticing how it feels to almost lengthen time in this state of bliss, breathing into this space and letting it go, and then opening your eyes. Just a few seconds, right? But it prolongs the feeling of enjoyment, at least for me, and I hope it does the same for you. Technique number 3 is to share your delight. And so let's say you have a beautiful moment today that you're just like, oh my gosh, this felt amazing. Even if it's so small, like the breath of enjoyment that we just did or something along those lines. If you share that with somebody, it compounds the effect. Like even if you're just telling them about it, even if you're like, oh my gosh, I did this really cool exercise today where I noticed I was enjoying the moment and I breathed super deeply into it, and it just was so beautiful and potent and quick too. Like it took me 10 seconds, but I wanted to share it with you in case maybe you also might want to try that practice. Or maybe you find an event and you're like, oh my gosh, look at this wild or fun or healing event that I just found. It's like, why don't you invite somebody to join you in that delight and join you at that event? The reason why I invite you and encourage you to share the things that delight you is because we need more of that in this world. There's so much to say for all of the seriousness and the heaviness that we see on a day-to-day basis, and that has a place in the world, and I don't think it's either good or bad, but I think that sometimes we do need to counterbalance a little bit and provide a little more light energy, a little more joyful, blissful, delightful energy. And if you can share that with somebody, whether it's like, oh my gosh, look at this joke that I saw on the website, this and that, or maybe you saw this incredible dog reel on Instagram, and share. Did it make you laugh? Did it make you smile? Did it make you enjoy the moment? Share that with somebody. And if it's not on Instagram or online in some way, sharing by storytelling is also sharing. You can pick up the phone and tell your story of delight. It is so delightful for me to receive stories of delight and to receive, those moments of sharing with other friends. It's so great to be able to make somebody laugh and make somebody smile at things that either happen in my own life or other people's lives or the world around us. And it's something to just relish in, delight in. It's watermelon energy compounded because you're sharing and passing it on. And so I really hope that this helps. And just to recap, the 3 techniques to make your life and business more delicious is to, number 1, stop fighting with reality. Number 2, breathe into enjoyment and really relish in the breath and extend the length of time of that moment with your breath. And number 3, to share your delight with others, whether that's through storytelling or sending them something or just inviting them into an experience that you're gonna have. So go out there and delight yourself, delight the people around you, delight the world, because it's really what we all need more of. If you want more of this watermelon energy in your life and in your business, plus all the juicy, delicious goodness that comes with it, then you'll really love my group coaching program. It's a space where spiritual entrepreneurs come together to make more money and feel like honey. And so if that sounds like something that you want more of, click the link below to get all the details. I hope to see you on the inside, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Bye.